Srimati Vandana Chavan.
At the outset, let me say that it was wonderful to hear the personal experience of Oscar Fernandez ji, and I'm sure its use and practice of all the Indian systems of medicine has brought him back, hale and hearty, back to the house. Touch wood and wish you the best health. So I stand here to support the National Commission for Indian Systems of Medicine Bill and the National Commission for Homeopathy Bill, which repeals the earlier acts. And sir, the objectives are certainly laudable because it tries to streamline the streams of Indian systems of medicine and homeopathy. So it ensures that the availability of adequate and high quality of medical professionals, the adoption of latest research work, periodic assessment of institutes, and an effective grievance redressal mechanism, which is absolutely important and probably was lacking in the earlier bills. So there have been some lacunae which have been pointed out by my colleagues earlier. I will not point out to that because of paucity of time. I will only seek one clarification under each bill. So the first one, which a lot of my colleagues have already said, that the bill, that is the National Commission for Indian Systems of Medical Medicine, surprisingly does not include yoga and naturopathy, which a lot of my colleagues have already said within its ambit. So there have been demands for including yoga and naturopathy from several quarters. We fail to understand why it has not happened. In fact, the department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Health and Family Welfare noted in its report, and it specifically says that both systems have been excluded without sufficient reason. Paras in the report 4.15.6, 4.15.7, 4.15.8, and I summarize what it says. Yoga is now practiced worldwide, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, that it has been acclaimed all over the world, all along the globe. It is considered as a panacea for a meaningful life and living. So without any regulatory measures, poor standard institutes run by unqualified practitioners will remain unchecked. And therefore, there was absolute necessity that yoga and naturopathy should have been included in this bill. So, secondly, under the National Commission for Homeopathy Bill, I seek clarification on even this point. So, Section 52 of the bill says every state government may, for the purpose of addressing and promoting healthcare in rural areas, take necessary measures to enhance the capacity of healthcare professionals. So this provision is insufficient to address a very, very long pending demand that the Ayush practitioners should be integrated with the mainstream. So over here we see that considering the large portion of Indian population which lacks healthcare services due to acute shortage of MBBS doctors, considering that the National Health Policy of 2017, National Ayush Policy, and many government committees which have recommended that the need of modern medicine training and allowing them to practice modern medicine should be extended to the Ayush doctors or Ayush practitioners, which is to the tune of 7,70,000, sir. And this will take care of the shortage of healthcare human resources. So this was absolutely a golden opportunity to give access to the Ayush practitioners, maybe in a limited way, to be included under Section 52 with a specific recommendation. Though it has not been done here, I suggest to the government that it should be included in the rules so as to make it easier for the Ayush practitioners to reach out to all those people in the rural areas and the poor population of our country to receive health care services. Thank you, sir.